This is about celebrating Jesus, who is Jewish, yet isn't celebrated by Jewish people. He's only celebrated by non Jewish people who are worshiping a guy who was Jewish, who is definitely not the same religion as them, his non Jewish followers who worshiped him. So if he was alive today, he wouldn't be celebrating the holiday that celebrates him because it's against his religion. He'd be celebrating Hanukkah, which means his followers who are celebrating him would be praying for him to accept himself into his life so that he could save himself from his own religion, which is obviously wrong for him, according to his followers. And that's the spirit of Christmas right there.
To provide some historical facts, once Christianity was taken over by the Romans after 325 and definitely around 381, the date of Christmas, the date of Jesus' birth, became an important thing. Every other deity that the Roman government was looking to absorb or rid themselves of had a birthday. Horus had a birthday of December 25th. Dionysus had a birthday of December 25th, both centering around the winter solstice. Now, many Christians or non Christians will state that, and mostly non Christians will state that in order to make Christianity more palatable to those who were being forced into Christianity throughout the Roman Empire, that they gave in to the idea that many Christians in Egypt and the Levant and throughout Europe, throughout the Mediterranean, were celebrating their previous deity on December 25th. But it was Christian bishops who decided that the conception of Jesus happened around March 25th, around the spring equinox. This coincided with the worship of Ishtar and Hera and the story of Persephone of spring coming in, birth, new life coming in. So it was given that his conception was March 25th and using a normal 9 month gestational period, it just so happened to come out to December 25th as his birthday. Whether this was calculated purposely or whether it was done genuinely based on the beginning of the year, which prior to the Julian calendar was in the springtime at the spring equinox. This date of December 25th became the celebration of Christmas. There were those sects who believed that his birth was January 6th. But be that as it may, it is still a Jewish person whose birthday is celebrated as a Christian holiday of gift giving, of believing in this immaculate conception, and giving Christians a day to celebrate this Christianity, this Jesus character. Holidays in itself are paganistic, in to use the term that Christians develop, paganism. Um, all religions are pagan in comparison to whatever religion a person believes in. But it was through this idea of holidays that were already celebrated in the Roman Empire, that were already celebrated by other people of different religions, and was a common thing that the universal church, the Catholic Church, what they later became known as, gave the people a sense of having these worship days because it is in the best interest of the government for people to believe and worship a deity that is controlled by the state. And although many will say that it is not controlled by the state in today's world, it is in its original stance, it was a religion that was controlled by the state. And to a certain extent, still controlled by the state. And in today's culture, more controlled by corporations. Sure, it's a great time for families to come together. It's a great time for families to spend time with each other, to continue to have their connections. But let's be honest, Jesus is not the reason for the season. So y'all have a great day. And always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.